welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl Honey. Today we're talking about having your Pluto in the 11th house. Pluto ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is home to the 8th house. The 8th house represents death, transformation, rebirth, crisis, sex, intimacy, other people's resources, joint finances, taboo, occult. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. Aquarius is the ruler of Uranus and the co-ruler of Saturn. The 11th house represents your wishes, your dreams, your older siblings, your networks, your social friends, your social groups, organizations, anything to do with online as well, right? So Pluto is seen as a malefic. When it falls into this house, again with Pluto, it can be a thing where you either use it to your advantage or use it thinking it's to your advantage when it's actually your disadvantage after a while. Okay, you've got to be very careful if you're planning to use your Pluto energy, because it can deliver these amazing blessings to you, but it can take them away and make you pay. And you know what, it's crazy because my ex has this placement. He's a Capricorn rising, I'm a Capricorn moon. Look, our whole charts is just flipped basically. But him having his Pluto in his 11th house, it contributed to him wanting to have this power over his friendship groups. And please bear in mind, right, not everyone has to relate. I'm literally just giving you guys an example here. He enjoyed having the power and because Pluto represents power, okay? This doesn't contribute to you having a lot of friends as well. You know, Scorpio is quite private, Pluto's quite private and intimate, and you know, over his circle of friends, he definitely was someone who acquired the respect and the power from his particular set of friends. Pluto being here can contribute to you having a set of like secret friends, or be part of a secret group. Secret group can be seen as mad because I've seen it on a few people's charts, right? Secret group can be part of like Freemasons. It can be a pedophile ring.
Oh, damn!
Depending on how well or badly it's aspected, okay? So don't fucking be worried about this if it's in your chart. But you can be part of a group that's private to everybody else, like an organization not everyone particularly knows about. Or one of your friends could be someone who belongs into that organization and may invite you, or they belong to a secret group or a society where which is very powerful, something that acquires a lot of power. And Pluto in the 11th house person, they can either look at it like, okay, I want to be that powerful person in that group, or that person, that powerful person can approach that 11th house Pluto person. It can work both ways. Like looking at this from a modern perspective, right? Like this is a typical placement you'd see for someone who's into the stock market, stock exchange. And, you know, it's not really a secret anymore, this stock exchange stuff. It's very open and it's apparent. It's available to everybody. Everyone's trying to recruit this person, that person, but it's seen as a community. It's definitely a group. It's like a society, right? And a lot of people that are involved in it, they know how it works, how it runs, how they can use it to benefit them or use it against other people. You know, you're able to really use it. And that can also be seen with Pluto being in this house, because Pluto can also contribute to how you can make your money or acquire your money. When you've got Pluto here, you could have someone around you that's very powerful that can give you money. But you have to always be very, very careful, right? Because if you're going to be that person who approaches someone else in your society or your group of friends, your networks or whatever, for some financial support or backing, you have to be very careful. This all depends on how your chart's aspected anyway, but Scorpio, Pluto being here, side eye that. Sometimes that person can literally look at you like their own possessions, because once you sign a contract with that person or they help you in a situation, it's almost like you are in debt to that person, and it can end terribly. Like I said, Pluto, Scorpio in this house, right? Scorpio alone in here, right, can be that powerful. And you know what, going back to my ex as an example, because he's a very good example, right? He's the go-to person out of his friendship groups when it comes to doing illegal stuff when it comes to breaking rules, when it comes to them getting revenge on other people. And because he's got this hero complex anyway in Chiron in his 7th house, he's a fucking mess. But there's a lot of sacrificing himself for his friends, okay? And this is also a way in which he becomes the person, or his friends become the person who are in debt to him. So that gives him the additional amount of power that feeds his ego that he needs, which is very fucking Scorpio. Like Pluto in the 11th house, hello. Pluto also represents sex. So when you got Pluto in this house, you can be someone who fucks your friends. Let's just keep it real, all right? My Venus is in my 11th house. You know, Mars, who knows? Whatever people have in their 11th house is going to reflect on their friendship groups. So Pluto being in this house can contribute to you maybe having lots of friends with benefits situations. And also you can end up falling out with your friends in regards to something that would have happened in your friendship group regarding sexual favors, activities, fellatias, you name it. It can happen in that group's dynamic. In some extreme cases, some people may have experienced, a friend that may have died in their early years, may have witnessed it. If there's aspects to Chiron, yes, definitely. There could be some type of drama that you may have with an older sibling, if you have one, that is. Sometimes it can contribute to a stepdad as well. If it's not an older sibling, it could be a stepdad that kind of behaves like an older sibling. Pluto being here could contribute to that person possibly having lots of secrets, lots of Scorpio energy, sexual secrets as well. All right, so that is my video on Pluto in the 11th house. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one, people. Take care.